like to get two of our sea lions working together. We'd like to start things off with our big star performer, Fonzie. And we're going to bring Fonzie right down here to the stage floor. Come on down here, Fonzie. We'll get him to roll over on his back and hold out his two front flippers. And then once Fonzie's in position, we're going to bring down Geraldine. Because when Geraldine's in position, she's going to do a front flipper salute standing on Fonzie's two front flippers with that beach ball on the end of her nose. Two-star performers, Geraldine and Fonzie, working together. Way to go, guys. Come on down here, Geraldine. You just about ready? Okay, now what we're going to do is take a big piece of Geraldine's favorite fish, great big piece, place it right down there in front of her nose. Now, she'd love to eat that piece of fish, but Geraldine knows that she can't until Bill here counts to 3. Now, to train her to do that took us 6 months, almost 1,200 pounds of fish. Ready? 1, 2, Fonzie! First he's late, now he's stealing other people's fish. Fonzie, I think you owe all these sea lions an apology up here, huh? What do you think, Fonzie? How about a nice big kiss and make up with everybody? Come on, Fonzie. No hard feelings now. Come on. Show everybody you didn't mean it. Nice big kiss and make up. One for Geraldine. Very good. Yeah. One for Misty. One for Sailor. One for Surfer. One for Laverne. But will Laverne kiss Bill? Yes. So introducing from your left, Laverne, Surfer, Sailor, Misty, Geraldine, and Fonzie. Alex is performing California Sea Lions.
Now with a song about sea lions, here's Nancy Ryan.
This is a story of a sea lion who's having a grand time playing in the wild, when all of a sudden he got caught in some fishermen's nets, and he was taken and taught how to perform for people just like you and me. And I call this song Sicilian. Throw me a fish and I'll show you a trick. I can blow a horn or fetch you a stick. I'll roll and I'll clap and ring for my dinner, do a balancing act. That's a real winner. I was, I must say, a cute only child. When neighbors strayed near, my mother went wild. She'd leave me to fish, but I'd start to cry. She'd know where I was, I'd never guess why. With so many choices, she'd come straight to me, until it was time for my turn at the sea. In under a month, I must have been bold. I'd slide down the ice, ignoring the cold. Throw me a fish and I'll show you a trick. I can blow a horn or fetch you a stick. I'll roll and I'll clap and ring for my dinner, do a balancing act. That's a real winner. Sea lion, I cried as I started to dive. I fur and I blubber to help me survive. My nose is closed, I flippers for toes, with lobster to eat and very few woes. Excuse me a while, for I hear my cue. You see, I'm a star, my performance is due. The sea was my home before I was found, but now I do stunts guaranteed to astound. Throw me a fish and I'll show you a trick. I can blow a horn or fetch you a stick. I roll and I clap and ring for my dinner, do a balancing act. That's a real winner. Excuse me a while, for I hear my cue. You see, I'm a star, my performance is due. The sea was my home before I was found, but now I do stunts guaranteed to astound. The sea was my home before I was found, but now I do stunts guaranteed to astound.
And now to start the meeting, Bill Valier from the Endangered Animal Sanctuary, and he's brought us an ocelot.
Hi, Bill.
Hello, Melissa.
What's this little guy's name?
His name's Oscar, and he's an ocelot.
Oscar Ocelot?
Oscar the ocelot. He's from South America. And he looks like a wimp right now, but he's really quite dangerous when he wants to be. And he's 19 years of age, and that's about 74 years in our years, so he's not a young cat anymore.
How long will he live?
I hope about another 6 or 7 years.
Does anyone have any questions?
Lots.
What does he really eat?
He eats monkeys and parrots.
And
lizards.
people's hands.
And no, he doesn't hurt people, but he's an expert tree climber, and that's where he does most of his hunting. He's a super, super fast cat.
Does he live with you?
Yeah, he lives with me all the time. This guy, when we first got him, which was a lot of years ago, had a lot of diseases and was really, really sick, and that's how we became friends, because I had to nurse him an awful lot.
Do they put him in zoos?
They do use them in zoos, and unfortunately, that's about the only chance these guys are going to stand for survival. He can't go in a zoo because they made him that he can't have any babies. It's called neutering. And then they took out his front claws, and then they took out his canine teeth. That's the big long teeth in the front. And they did all that to make him a better pet, which is really dumb, because everything an ocelot stands for, they took away from it. So
What are those little white marks behind his ears?
Oh, can you guys see them too, the camera? Yeah. The little white marks, you guys that are in scouts in that semaphore? Mm-hmm. Well, we didn't originate that idea. That's where it came from. When he's going through the jungle, he doesn't want to talk to his kids and warn the prey that he's coming, so he signals with the ears. And for him, they help him by, if you kind of squint your eyes up and look at his ears and try to imagine this is the jungle, sometimes they look like eyes. So if you're creeping up behind him, you think, oh my gosh, he's seen me, and you stop, and he hasn't seen you at all because you're coming behind him. But usually they're for his wife and his kids.
Is he going to stay that size?
Yeah, he's big for an ocelot. Ocelots usually weigh about 30, 35 pounds, and Oscar weighs about 40 or 45 pounds. So he's pretty hefty.
Is he going to be how long is he going to be staying with you?
Well, he's going to stay with me the rest of his life, unfortunately, love. We can't let him go. He's been totally, totally ruined for life.
Why has he been totally ruined for life?
Totally ruined? Because some silly person thought he'd make a good pet, and in order to make him a good pet, they've got to take him apart to do it. And even then, he looks cute, but he can bite when he wants.
Well, thanks a lot for bringing Oscar the ocelot today.
You're more than welcome. Thank you for having us.
The next animal we're going to learn about is from Asia, like one type of elephant. Now, this animal wouldn't mess with an elephant. Neither would I, mind you. But there's almost nothing in Asia that would mess with this animal, the biggest of all the cats. I'll see if I've got one in my pouch. Aha! I've got it. You can see what animal it is, but do you know what kind of animal it is? Tiger! Very good. And you are right. The biggest cats in all Asia are tigers. And here's a little wee tiger for some little tiger in the audience. You know you. Now, let's see what Melissa and Russell have been able to learn about tigers from the Kangazoo Club book.
Tigers are, as Kangazoo said, the largest cats in the world. The only difference, however, between tigers and lions is that they look different. People have even matched them up, and they can have cubs. If the father is a lion and the mother a tiger, they are called ligers. And if the father is a tiger and the mother a lion, they are called ligons. But this would never happen in the wild because tigers are from Asia and lions from Africa. Tigers are yellow with black stripes, but this may vary from reddish fawn to pure white.
Tigers hunt only when necessary and never kill because they like to, but because they have to. We've killed tigers and made their world smaller and smaller, and now they're an endangered species, which means one day they may all be gone. Tigers can be trained to do some remarkable things, considering the people who train them are working with the biggest and most powerful cats alive.
At African Lion Safari, Ron gave Melissa a chance to be involved in training a tiger. Now, when you watch this, just remember, this tiger has all his teeth and all his claws. So Melissa had to be very, very careful.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Ron.
These are beautiful tigers, aren't they?
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Actually, these tigers are very special tigers because they're trained to perform here at African Lion Safari. They perform for the visitors that come here and see us. And their trainer, Michael, will be along any minute now. And if you ask him, I bet you he'll show you how he trains these to perform.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Good.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Melissa. How are you?
Fine. I was just talking to Ron, and he said that you were going to be working with the tigers today.
Yeah, that's right. As a matter of fact, I'm about to go in with them right now. If you'd like to go over to the arena and wait for me, you can give me a hand later on.
Okay.
Super.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.